Hi guys and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a new playlist called Boat Fleet. This is actually part one of our playlist series. As we know, there is no secret behind the actual different ways they bring in contraband into the country, either by air, by land, by sea, underground, subterranean. So it's no secret. Uh, but this story has a little unique twist to it where when you think you have everything covered, something always comes up wrong. And this particular case happened in San Diego. As you may know, all throughout Long Beach through San Diego, you'll frequently see shipyards. And these shipyards can actually do anything from build a ship for you from beginning to start to finish, and to repair or to actually retrofit, to insulate, to weld, to any kind of task. There are companies along the coast to actually facilitate that actual need. And these actual shipyard companies, they actually have government contracts to actually retrofit, build, or repair, whichever their duty is. So they solely do rely on a lot of government contracts to keep enough bodies working. And this operation is actually a 24-hour operation. And so these shipyards rely on actually subcontracting certain uh, procedures, certain aspects of the actual shipbuilding or retrofitting, whether it be for specific welding, insulation, refrigeration, any kind of air control. It varies, but there are certain companies that dedicate themselves to a specific trade, and these shipyards will contract these actual employees to actually to do that type of actually trade, right? And by doing so, uh, there tends to be a really turnaround on having constant employees not actually being able to hang. You know what I mean? Because it's a hard job. It's a hard, dirty, stressful, physical job, and to come home from head to toe in just either paint, just different types of debris. It wouldn't be uncommon. It would not be uncommon. And it's a hard job. It's a hard job, and it's hard to retain actual long-term employees. So therefore, there's a big turnaround on that, and they these individual contractors, they depend on em- like sort of like temporary employment. But don't get me wrong, these jobs are actually very well paid with good benefits. And when you go to these like, how do you say it, the to manage actual like a company that actually hires temporary employees, it wouldn't be very feasible, because the turnaround so fast that it'll be really a waste of training, a waste of manpower too. So they tend to go towards parolees and people who are actually on some kind of work furlough, people that are not able to work with the public, people that are fresh getting out but need somewhere to actually to live. So they'll put a curfew on some paroles. Boards will put curfew on the actual parolee and only allow him to go take care of his work and then his necessities. But at the same time, he has to pay for his his boarding, and truthfully, there are a lot of success stories that actually come off of this actual type of arrangement. It actually does work out. So when a customer is actually looking to have basically a compartment made specifically for their ships, and by the way, these ships are new when they come into the actual San Diego harbor. They're actually bought brand new. So why wouldn't you buy these boats already with the specific compartments that you need? You might ask, right? Well, you can imagine why you wouldn't ask specifically to buy them, because these are, when you buy them, somebody might make that call and say, you know, make a phone call to the government and say, something's going on with these actual new ships that are being already retrofitted with compartments. So they went to an actual shipyard, and the shipyard facilitated them. But this is where this is just my opinion for the inside information on this angle, that the crew that actually put these on were very, very talented, were very, very quiet about it, and trustworthy, right? Because it wasn't just one ship, it was quite a few of them. There's a whole fleet of them, actually. So that the manager that we're speaking on, this manager here, who's actually organizing all this, is doing it all by himself because he wants the actual president, or what we call the CEO of this company. He doesn't want to have any type of ties to this type of operation. He wants no ties. The manager is well aware that he is a fall guy and he's taking the whole fall. That is not even being questioned here. The manager knows his duties, and this manager is very, very talented. So he is actually putting this together with the outcome of not being turned in. Nobody actually dropping an anonymous phone call to an agency, right? So now I'm saying that these actual shipbuilders are in the day doing their actual day jobs with the honoring the contracts for the federal government, and at night in the back, because this is a 24-hour operation all the time, no matter what. You have to get these projects done in a timely manner because you want the next big contract with the federal government. So you have a 24-hour operation. These boats are getting retrofitted. Everybody is just on the hush. And now you're going into an area where you got to set up some kind of corporate environment, corporate office. So now these special compartments, they're specifically to hide from the actual, what would be the Coast Guard, any kind of maritime that has the actual responsibility of actually keeping the coast safe. And by the way, it's pre 9/11, so don't worry about that part. It is much more relaxed out there. It's much of a laid back environment regarding if you're coming off the ocean, you wouldn't be hit up for a passport as of post 9/11. 9/11 changed a lot of things. I mean, we would go out to the bay, we'd go out just to the tip of the actual ocean, cruise back in without having any problems, without being actually intercepted by either customs or border patrol or actually the Coast Guard. They weren't even out there. They were not even out there. What you would see out there, and you still do, is the actual Navy patrols, almost like the river boats. That's what you'll see out there, and they got their 50 cals mounted, and they're ready to rock and roll if you get too close, So that is out there, and that's more of a deterrent. But it was a good deterrent because it was we respected it, you know what I mean? And we wouldn't go near where they didn't want us to go near their ships. So, that's what they're there for. So on the actual on these compartments, they're hidden in a special compartment, and they're very, very well hidden to the point where they are not detected on common inspections. Okay, so we got we'll call him Mr. X, the actual CEO. He does not want to have anything to do with this operation, but yet he wants to manage this operation, and that is his goal, to not have anything linked to him, but yet him being able to actually shot call with a very, very efficient manager underneath him. Okay, this ends part one, so don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys. Talk to you guys soon.